But today, I just want to ask you some questions. Have you ever felt like you're playing a role that isn't quite you? Like you're moving through life on autopilot? Maybe you feel like you're chasing goals that don't truly satisfy your soul. If so, well, you're not alone. Now, in our fast-paced world, it's incredibly easy to lose sight of the most important person in our lives, which is ourselves. So the truth is, you can't build a balanced, fulfilling life on shaky foundation. And that foundation is a deep, authentic understanding of who you are. So, self discovery isn't a fluffy feel good trend, it's essential life maintenance. And when you know your values, your strengths, and your genuine needs, well, then you gain an internal compass. And this compass can help you to navigate life's chaos, allowing you to set boundaries, choose paths that align with your purpose, and ultimately create a life that feels less like a struggle and more like an authentic expression of you. So, how do we start the journey to meet our authentic selves? Well, let's dive in. Firstly, we need to clarify two terms that everyone confuses: self-discovery and self-development. Now, I didn't understand these two either quite a few years ago, but I have done a lot of self-inquiry over the years and research. And self-discovery is the internal detective work. It's about revealing what is already there, your conscious values, your natural patterns, and your innate talents. It's the who of who you are. But self-development, on the other hand, is the action. It's about molding, growing, and improving your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects based on the knowledge that you've uncovered. Now, the truth is, you can't genuinely discover yourself without development following right behind it. Because the simple act of paying attention to your inner world, of seeing a weakness or recognizing a value, already indicates change. So while the world is full of self-help programs promising to fix you, the reality is that growth is a natural process. And once you start the journey, the momentum takes over. Self-development is the inevitable result of self-discovery. Now, the path to knowing yourself isn't a quick sprint. It often mirrors the stages of deep psychological growth, and it doesn't start at stage one. It starts here with the social mask, the persona, when it first develops. Now, we all begin the story as children. We're focused on fitting in as we grow up, gaining acceptance from our family, our friends, and our social groups. We unconsciously create a persona or a social mask designed solely to help us to belong, to fit in. When we're living purely through this mask, we haven't technically started self-discovery. We're defined by external approval. Now, this stage zero is simply the starting line from which our true journey must eventually launch into stage one, the conscious self, the personality. This is the part where we investigate deeper what most people think of as the self-discovery journey. It's like the first act of the hero's journey, full of external trials that teach you all about yourself. Here we map our conscious personality. What are your natural strengths, your habits and patterns? What are your core values? We learn by watching our reactions to life. Now, this is where you'll explore personality typing, clarify your core values, and begin journaling your goals and dreams. It's a fun, exciting stage, but it often lasts for years. In fact, many individuals never move beyond this initial conscious understanding of themselves. But stage 2 is exploring the deeper depths. It's called the shadow work. The meaning of self-discovery gets profoundly deeper here. This often begins around midlife or after a significant life crisis, a deep loss, a divorce, or a health scare. Now, psychologist Carl Jung taught that the second half of life must be internally oriented. We're not building a career anymore. What we're doing is inner work. We must shine a light on the shadow, those parts of ourselves that we've rejected in childhood, or maybe didn't even know they existed. This requires radical inner honesty and self-analysis. We confront old trauma and those deep-seated internal splits. Now, the rigid identity that you've built in stage 1, well, it starts to loosen up. You begin to realize that you're more than just your job title or your external achievements. This inward turn can be very challenging, but it is necessary for true psychological integration. Now, stage 3 is when we return home, we realize our true self. This final profound stage is about transcending your smaller self, your personality, and your ego, and realizing your capital S self, your true unconditioned original self. Now, the goal here is self-realization. But you must set aside the ego that you needed to navigate the world so that your original self can emerge. Now, this is what spiritual traditions call stripping away everything that you are not. Now, the focus shifts entirely to inner stillness, deep self-inquiry, and simply being. Psychologists call this wholeness, the final stage of complete self-integration. So this journey is not a race. It's actually an adventure. And every single stage is essential to living a more balanced and authentic life. So which stage are you at right now? I just want to know. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you exploring your personality in stage 1? Or bravely facing your shadow in stage 2? And if you are, how are you doing that? And don't forget to like this video. Just click down there on that subscribe button and also click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. So for more deep dives into living well, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.